just opened the door to another universe.
Yeah, what's he doing now?
Spiral galaxy exists on the end of my finger.
A spiral galaxy?
The same shape in my fingertip as the fingerprint is the same shape as the spiral galaxy.
Or as a spiral?
Spiral. Fibonacci.
Right, so there's the Fibonacci sequence here, or golden ratio,
yes,
is in the spiraling of our fingerprints.
Yes.
It's remarkable, isn't it? The Fibonacci is all around us in nature. It's in galaxies when you look at their spiral configuration, when you look at a nautilus shell, when you look at a pine cone, when you look at a snail shell.
On the crown of your head.
On the crown of your head.
Of a baby, of a hair. Yeah.
In the configuration of the shape of the human skeleton and the spacings of the face. It's all there. Now, Paul and I were just walking along and we are talking as we go. And true to form with me, my eyes are everywhere. And so I look up there and I noticed that. And I noticed that they got twigs in there. And so that is somebody's home. Something's home. And so I point this out to Paul. And then I look further up and I then see that there. And that is like a woodpecker's bore, so it's another home. Then I look up further and right up there, that one there, there's another home.
Two more this side.
And so two more that side. So look people, you just have to open your eyes if you have an interest and you'll see the remarkable life going on all around us. So Paul just taught me something. You know, we teach each other all the time and it's a remarkable thing. And he says, did you know that? And I said, no, I didn't know that. And then you said something about...
Don said to me about Spain, about the toes and fingers.
Yeah, what about it?
They don't know in Spain that they call the fingers and the toes, they've only got one word for it, and you said in Bulgaria they have as well.
Yeah, so the Bulgarian language, and I says to you, I says, it's not that strange because at least it happens in one other country and probably many others, because in Bulgaria they call the fingers and the toes, like I say, prutsi. And then you can think to yourself, well, how does that work? If you say you've just stumped your prutsi, then by the very configuration of that sentence, you stumped your prutsi. Then you stump your toe. You would never say, I've just stumped my fingers. You may say you've caught your finger, you've trapped your finger, or something like that. So if you catch or trap your prutsi, then you know you're talking about your fingers and your hand. And if you stump, or somebody steps on your prutsi, then you know. So yeah, it's all good fun, people. And so Paul and I, we were just talking about, we've been sharing videos regarding spiders and ants and all these sorts of creatures. And with these, with the technology that they have today, with the facility that they have with the tiny cameras that they magnify hundreds of times, you can see every single hair,
their eyes moving and everything,
every single minuscule. You can see all the saliva, all the juice of a little creature being eaten by a spider, and it's just absolutely remarkable.
That one I sent you, it sent out a cast of, was it silk? Was it 25 metres?
Yes. So it squirts out its silk 25 metres. That's 75 feet, people, and it just releases it downwind. And so if it wants to cross a river or something like this, or if it wants to build its web over the river, I mean, there's a lot of thought going on, so much thought that we can't really imagine, but now we're starting to understand the absolute miracle of nature and the intelligence that it's got, how they do what they do. How do they do it? And this is interesting, actually, because Paul says something about, you know, they've got brains. And I'm coming at it from a different angle. I'm going to go, okay, so maybe that they do have a brain of a sort within this construct, because this construct gives rise to making us believe that there are brains and this is how it works. But I said to Paul that I don't think it works like that.
Well, receiving and transmitting device of sort.
Yeah, well, I mean, the way I'm going to come at it now is, I said, when you dream, is there any matter? Is there any substance? No, there isn't. What is there, in actual fact? Only thoughts. And so, thoughts of the dreamer. And so, if we just then transpose our dreaming onto universal dreaming, then if we were to assume that the universal dreamer is dreaming all this, then we don't need matter anymore. We don't need brain with synapses and chemicals and signals. It all just fades away because it's absolutely not necessary. All we need is something that is thinking to create all this, and we are a part of that thinking, so therefore we are a part of the dream, and we are experiencing the dream. And so why do we need then incessantly to look for reasons and answers, and oh, this is made of molecules, this is made of atoms, this is made of chemicals, and oh, this little creature has a brain, this, that and the other? No, it doesn't. I don't think it does, really. I think if you take yourself outside of that paradigm of thinking, then you can look at this universe in a whole different way. Just look at it as thoughts. Just look at it as thoughts being thought by a thinker, whatever it may be.
We'll go on to the thinker later.
Yeah, what is the thinker?
It's a tinker.
Where is he? Where's that thinker? We're all part of it. We're all part of this big thinking bubble. Dream.
And the dreamer.
Yeah.